this is Chris with Orlando in the Moment, and today I am going to Animal Kingdom. It has been so long since I've stepped into this park due to the holidays, and it's very crowded today. So I'm not sure what I'm going to get to do, but let's go find out. So the Kilamanjaro Safari says that it is a 50-minute wait. So I'm not sure, sometimes the lines have been going a little bit quicker than they are posting, but I'm really excited to go on this, so let's head over. I'm not sure how many animals we'll be able to see because it is the late afternoon. But we got on with 35 minutes and I'm really excited.
At all times, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs within the vehicle as well. Now let's also just remember that these are the homes of these animals and we are just visiting. So please don't call out to or make any noises at them. We'll keep our noise levels down just a little bit. We are going to be... And the animals here, they do rely heavily on their camouflage as their first form of defense, so we'll be keeping a sharp eye out for them. Alright, let's come on up here just out to our right hand side. That's going to be an okapi. Now, okapis are actually relatives of the giraffe. They have practically these same skull structures, and they also have prehensile tongues just like those giraffes do. Just a fancy word for flexible, meaning that tongue's going to help them grab onto their food, and they'll have no trouble whatsoever if it lays right on branches. A little bit of an easier view on this side here, a little bit past those bushes a bit more. We'll keep pulling on up here though, see what else we might be able to find. And the animals out here in the forest are very shy, timid, reclusive animals, usually hide behind trees and bushes. But we will do our best regardless, of course. Alright, starting to see some activity up ahead of us here. So up to our right hand side, those are bongos. Bongos, they're known as the ghosts of the forest because they're so rarely seen. And you're also going to see that bird there just in front of them. That's a saddle-billed stork, pretty large birds at that. They do get up around 5 feet tall. And then as we come on down here a bit more on our right hand side here, these are greater kudu. And they are one of the taller antelope species out here on the reserve, standing about 55 inches tall at the shoulder. And those ones there are females. We can tell that because male kudu would have horns, and you certainly wouldn't miss those horns. They can get about 6 feet in length. Now we are going to exit on out of the little Ituri forest though, and we'll start entering on into the Sapi River. Now the Sapi River is home to lots of aquatic-based animals, so we'll head on out, and we'll see what we can find today. Alright, we'll come on around here. And as we come on down, you'll start to see some pink-backed pelicans. They're going to be these whitish birds here, just one on the shoreline, one swimming on around. They do have pretty impressively large wingspans at about 7 to 9 feet, which, to put that into perspective for you, that is about the width of the canopy up above your heads there on the truck. We'll keep... Alright, now as we come on through here, we'll crush the bones of their prey. And they'll get about 16 to 20 feet in length, so it is about as long as the giraffe is tall. Now in just a few moments here, we're going to head on out towards the savannah. And the savannah is home to some of Africa's most popular species, like giraffes, elephants, cheetahs, lions, so hopefully we'll get lucky enough to find some of those favorites on out there today. Now before we do head on down though, we're going to swing on around here just a bit, take a quick peek at this weird looking tree on our right. This is a baobab tree. They'll store gallons and gallons of water within those big trunks, but in order to conserve that water, they will actually remain leafless for around 9 months out of the year. We'll be good to head on down here though, see what's happening out on the savannah. Alright, so starting to see some activity out in the distance, both out to our right and up ahead of us. Anything you do see out there, of course, you can take a peek at, but certainly don't struggle to see. We're going to make our way on around here, get much closer to everything at some point, so not to worry. Horns, these are Ankoli cattle, also known as the Watusi cattle, after the people who domesticated them. Those horns are going to look big and heavy, but they're actually quite light. The inside is a honeycomb type structure. Blood flows through the grown adults there. Also coming up on some wildebeest and some giraffes out there as well. So we'll come on up here, start with these wildebeest. Wildebeest, their name literally does translate to the words wild beast, but they are also known as the new GNU after the noise that they make. But around 1.5 million of these wildebeest will migrate together, 500 to 1,000. When one goes, they all want to go. We'll make our way on up here towards this whole group of giraffes, though, and a group of giraffes is actually called a tower. Pretty fitting. They do tower over absolutely everything at about 18 to 20 feet tall in their adulthood. They are born at about 6 feet tall, though, so that is pretty large right off the bat. Also going to see these couple of antelopes over here by the bushes, and those are Patterson's eland. The eland is actually the largest of all the antelopes, with the males getting up around 6 feet tall at the shoulder. Of course, a very good look at our giraffe friends here, though. We're going to keep pushing on up here a bit. They obviously want to cross, we'll get on out of there. A couple of elephants going to be up to our right-hand side here. Now you'll see their backs look a little bit dirty, a little bit dusty. Elephants, they do like to fling dirt and mud up onto their backs. It acts as a natural sunblock for them. They're known to have some very sensitive skin. Grabbing some food at the moment, though. Elephants, they will actually eat around 300 to 350 pounds of vegetation a day. Out to our left-hand side, you're going to see some mandrills not too far apart. So I am hoping that as we continue on through, we might be able to find even more elephants. We'll have to see, of course. Alright, my friends, now as we come on through here, you can check out this red clay on either side of us. You're going to see some footprints and some tusk markings. Now, elephants, they will actually eat this clay. Helps them get some minerals that they wouldn't otherwise get in their diets. But they are very migratory animals. They really do not like to stick in one place for too long. So just because you find signs of them in one spot doesn't mean that you'll even find them remotely close to that spot. So just allows them to cool on down, grab a drink. Sometimes it's used as a social gathering spot as well. So once we're able to head on... Alright, we'll make our way on down here towards the watering hole. And looks like we'll come across some flamingos up ahead of us here as we come on around. So we will certainly go take a look. Now these are specifically greater flamingos. So they're both the largest and the lightest pink of all flamingo species. But they will actually... Alright, not seeing too much. Change direction, keep their balance all while running at those high rates of speed. Pretty good look at them there, though. Now, lions, they do like to rest and conserve their energy. We're about to see. It's gonna be snoozing time. So now, a few lovely ladies, you can tell by their feather coloration. They have a little bit more of a brownish hue to their feather, whereas the males, they have a pitch black feather instead. So very distinct. As we do come on up here, also going to just quickly point out on the ground to our right hand side, you'll see a whole pile of eggs there. And those are ostrich eggs. Now, ostriches, they are colonial nesters, in that they're all going to lay their eggs in the exact same spot. And then they just kind of take turns coming over to check them out and watch over them. Now we are coming on up here towards the warden's post, which does mean that we are nearing the edge of the reserve. But before we head on out, we're going to take a look at some Nigerian dwarf goats. Now these are domesticated animals. They are domesticated primarily as dairy goats, and they are good both nutritionally and as long as it's done right, of course. Now we are going to be heading on out of here, though unfortunately our time together is starting to come to a close. But I think it's important to remember all the animals that we saw out there. Now regardless of where you're from, it can all have an impact on the conservation of these animals. It's the simple things like reducing, reusing, and recycling that will end up making all the difference in the long run. Now, if you guys do want to go see some more African animals out there today, certainly do suggest to go check out Gorilla Falls Exploration Trail. It's a self-guided walking trail, so no wait time, anything like that. You just walk on down, see what you want to see. We'll give you a little bit of a heads up, though. Anywhere with live animals here at Animal Kingdom is going to close a little bit earlier than the rest of the park. So, for instance, those walking trails will close at 4:30, and us here at Kilamanjaro Safaris, we close at 4:45. So, just make sure you're not leaving any of that until last minute today.
I am so glad that we had a chance to go on that safari. I'm telling you, every time I go on it, it's a different experience. Sometimes some of the animals are more active than others, like I thought. I figured there was going to be a lot of animals sleeping, but I was so excited because we got to see the giraffes and the elephants. I just love that experience. Well, I decided that after that ride, it is time to get something to eat. So we are headed over into Pandora, the world of Avatar, and we are heading over to the Satuli Canteen to pick out one of my favorite meals when I am in this park. So definitely a pro tip is to do the mobile order. At first I wasn't able to get mine working and there was a line, but while I was waiting, I quickly fixed it and did my mobile ordering, and I was able to get in there and order my food before the people in the line in front of me had even moved. So I definitely recommend mobile ordering for this restaurant. So when I come here, I always get the kids meal. I love getting the cheeseburger steamed pod kids meal. It comes with the one pod, it comes with Terra chips, the bottle of water, and a cutie orange. If you have not had one of these cheeseburger pods, you absolutely have to get this. It is a bao bun that is stuffed with cheeseburger meat inside. It does have a taste of like mustard, but it is absolutely delicious, and I'm telling you, this meal is absolutely filling, and it was under $9. So we have gone on the safari, we've walked around and enjoyed Pandora, and now we are headed out and we are going to stop at Joffrey's. I'm going to pick up a shaken Jamaican cold brew and head out. Guys, this was an absolutely fantastic day. I had so much fun, and you never know what you're going to find when you come to Animal Kingdom. There are so many great places to come and sit down and just relax and just people watch, have a snack, and enjoy the beautiful atmosphere. Well, friends, if you like this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And as always, remember to take time to live in the moment. Have a great day.